Hey guys, Mr. J here, or Joseph. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's one of my random day videos. So as you know, in the past I've done my first video technically is about me video, but it's still a random video. And then I did the bowling one, and then I did the my life in a game video. But today's video is completely different. As you know, today is Father's Day. So as you know, today is Father's Day. So this is a difficult and emotional day for me. See, I've never said this. I never mentioned it in my first video, I never mentioned it in my bully video. I haven't mentioned it at all. I don't think, at least. My biological father was never in my life, you see. When I was very young, my mother tells me stories. When I was very young, he had tried to kill me while I was still in the womb. So, he's always been out to end me, and I'm his firstborn son. I'm his first kid. So, he had always threatened to get me back from my mom when she got custody. Now, you see, there's many problems here in this story. When I was born, my mom told me that she was in such a panic mode that they named me after my father. My birth name is different than my now legal name. See, as my grandma couldn't think of any other names, and my mom was panicking, and all this, I guess. Something like that. My real name is Joseph Manuel Licur Benavides Jr. Hardcore Mexican name, I know, right? But now it's become Joseph Matthew Martinez, my now legal name, my name that's been changed. So, my mom did this in order so my father could not find me. That lasted many years, and she recently told me a story of when I asked who my father was. And I remember this day now that she described it to me. It was around elementary school, like second or third grade. There was this day at the school, and they had a Father's Day, a day where all the dads showed up and talked about where they, like, their jobs, like some were like policemen, firefighters, teachers, entrepreneurs, like all these different dads, and I never really had a dad, so it was a very difficult day. So my mom had described it to me as, I came home one day and asked her, well, what's a dad? Because I had never had one. And she explained it. She had called my grandma, and I guess we went out to some place, and my grandma told me that my dad was a bad person, and he did bad things. And later on, I know this is going to be bad, but, so, hopefully, this doesn't go too bad. And no one sees me for, like, my father, because I'm not him. I'm completely different. See, my father was an abuser, and, like, just not a bad person, or not a good person. He stole cars, he's even on an episode in Cops, like, it got to that extent. And he's made some he's made some very poor choices in his life. He also raped women, so that's how his other kids were born. And my mom says that's kind of how I was born. So he did that, and he's in jail a lot. And currently, as we speak, I do believe he's in jail. And as time went on, I just kind of always wondered, well, who he was, where was he, and why isn't he here with me? Well, eventually I got curious. I had seen my birth certificate around 5th grade in the middle of the year when we were moving to my new house for middle school. I had seen a glimpse of my birth certificate, just a glimpse, for about 10 seconds, and I remembered my name, the whole name. And I noticed, well, that's not my name that I have now. So, I remembered it. I remembered it for years and years and years. Well, by my 7th grade year, we were doing this thing on where you described your parents, and you had to write your family tree. Well, hard to write your family tree when you only have half your family. I only had my mom's side. I told my teacher that, and she said, well, you need to find your dad's side. And I tried to tell her how I couldn't, and she insisted on it. So, I found his name. Well, I put my name in. I put Joseph Manuel Lecur Benavides Jr. And up pops a picture of him. So, even though, like, his name doesn't have the junior part, it still popped up as the last person who has that name. And it showed, it was his mugshot from his first crime. And then I looked at all his other mugshots. I looked at his record. I looked at all these different things. And nothing on his family. I couldn't find anything. That was my 7th grade year. So, it turns out I did all that research for nothing, because about 2 months later, my dad's brother's daughter, my uncle's daughter, my cousin, found my mom's Facebook. So, in finding my mom's Facebook, she found me. And at the time, I had a Facebook. So, she found out I was tagged on a lot of these things. So, later on, her and my uncle wanted to meet. So, originally the thought was they were going to come and my dad was going to come. It was going to be the first time I met my uncle and my cousin and my dad. And my mom didn't like that idea, because my dad had always threatened to steal me and take me back. So my mom was very iffy on this, so she wanted to go somewhere public, very public. So we went to a McDonald's, and she said not to bring my dad. So we went to the McDonald's, and good thing he didn't come, because there was only, like, besides us, like, 2 other people and, like, 1 worker. And, like, another worker in the back cooking. So there wasn't a lot of people there. And my uncle introduced himself, my cousin introduced himself, and about a week or so later, or a month, they said that they were going to have a family get-together, and that I was invited. It was close to Christmas now. And so I went, and we had dinner. It was great. Just a small little house. And I still didn't meet my dad. It wasn't until Christmas that I had met my dad. And this was difficult for me, because we kind of look similar, very similar. And this very greatly disturbed me, because I know his reputation. I knew what people would think if they saw my dad and they saw me. I saw myself being judged already. A big red X on my name. That if I look like him, then I am him. And it took me years to realize this, that I'm not. Nothing like him. Just because I look like him doesn't mean I am him. So, just today is not the day for me. And I'm going to get into why this video is different, because even though I never had a father, I had a father figure. So, my grandfather, who died back in, like, 08, 09, he was my father to me. He was basically like my father. When my mom went to college, because since she didn't get to go to high school and all that really a lot, and she missed out on college raising me, she had to go make up her college years. So she had to go to college, and my grandfather would watch me, and when he couldn't, he'd take me to daycare. He always took me to the library, which was really close to his house, just down the street, and there was also the daycare I went to, probably a minute's walk away, not even that far, probably 4 or 5 buildings down. And then right across the street was an Albertsons, and we'd always go there, or we'd go to Walgreens or something. We'd always be going somewhere together, and he had this nice pickup truck, and he's also taught me how to whistle. So he taught me all these things. He taught me how to water, how to plant. He taught me these unique things. I remember how I learned how to whistle. He took me one day outside and he said, "Son, sometimes the world's at peace. And when the world's at peace, you just make this little sound." And he whistled. He did a little very high-pitched, calming. and the wind was blowing. And I was like, well, how do you do that? And he's like, well, that's how you whistle. And he told me, he looked up in these big trees he had. And he said, you try. And I was like, I couldn't whistle. And he said, breathe in, and I guess I'll breathe out. And I was like, and I was like, I did it. And he was like, great. And I'm just trying blowing in. And I was all, he's all, blow out. And I was like, and I got it. And he said, when you find this calmness in your body, you make these different, he kind of, I'll sum it up. He basically said you resonate on a deeper level with the earth. So that's one thing I always remembered with him, is because I learned how to whistle from him. And it was this unique way of him teaching me. I also remember, my mom always made me read, and he also always made me read. So both of them got me into reading. So thanks to both of them, I'm where I am today. Now, the reason why he's my father figure is because no one, still to this day, no one has replaced him. No one's gone through that extra effort like he did. And all my mom's boyfriends, I don't accept any of them because none of them can ever replace him. None of them can ever amount to anything of his level. And I don't like other men trying to take his spot. I know it's her dad, but to me, I don't want anyone taking his spot. He's, to me, my father. Even though I have a biological father, he's not my father. He's just some jailbird who I've met like once or twice. My grandfather is my father. So I just wanted to say this and let this out. So I hope this gives you guys some clarification on me and why this day is such a hard day and why it took me so long to upload today's two videos, this video and the last video. So if you're barely clicking on this video, also go please look at the last video, because that's my writing video. This one's my random video, and this one's a vent kind of thing, to get something off my chest. So I just wanted to let you guys know about me on a deeper level, why days like today are such a hard day. I'm going to try to play this cool for the end of this video. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope I didn't throw too many off topics or anything triggering. I'm sorry ahead of time if I'm sorry. Tell me if you guys have been through anything like this, or if you guys don't have a father like I don't anymore because he's dead. Tell me guys how that is. Please like this video, comment down below if you have anything like my situation, and ring the bell if you guys want to get all my latest content, because every day I post writing videos, and every other day I post a writing and a random video like today's videos. Earlier I posted my writing, this one's my random. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried my best. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!